Alright. So this being the third night in a row, we've had someone near the house in the middle of the night. And last night, we were almost convinced that it was, well, the knock door was not of this world. But then again, tonight, as we went out and could not find the chocolate copper husky, and we literally heard and chased someone back to the same spot that Gavin and I had chased someone to the other night. There's another video of it. And that was the night the black husky came up missing. See how that works? On Friday night, there was a husky come up missing Saturday morning. Now, if chocolate ain't out there, we're going to have a real issue. But when I say at the same spot, I must be a little more descriptive. Across the backside of my dam of my pond towards the no outlet side of this road. And that it directly goes right up to, oh no, we found trails all the way through my property. They go up to the corner of the fence line, right at the back property line of the old man next door who told me about the dogs. And a path cut down all alongside of the what used to be a fence line and a pile of old fence posts piled up after being taken down. And the whole roll of fencing that was on it was taken down too. Area of the cutting flat, or the area of this drop off the side of the hill on this flat area there, that wraps back around and back onto my property into little areas that are cut out up under tree, kind of treed areas. Tell you what it looks like. It looks like somebody's getting ready for their spring grow. Grow of what, you say? Well, what else would you grow on someone else's property that you called the cops on? Or after you said you didn't think they lived there anymore? Well, I'll tell you what. It seems to me as if he's trying to grow pot on my property and take my dogs and call the cops on me and be over here trespassing in the middle of the night, fucking around. I'm sorry to say, but no, I'm not sorry to say. I'm sick of this shit. Once again, I'm sick of it, man. This is not going to end well. I said this, I've been saying this last week about the puppy, and you know what? The pup's got a broke leg. It's happened to be the same day that I called, said I seen him in the car with the dog, that it wound up at this dude's house, Francois, and that 2 days later, he tried to keep the dog. I'm not just going to keep rehashing and going through all this shit. But first off, Officer Hartberg, you don't think that they are trying to steal my dog when in fact my dog got stolen, maimed, and mauled. You don't think they're trying to keep my dog associated with the second officer, Kenneth. I still haven't Yeah, I got paper up there. And the older gentleman and the younger gentleman. And that when I reported this, you just kind of let it go. Nobody wanted to walk over the hill. Nobody wanted to check out the videos. Nobody wanted to check the cited source shit that cost me money all week long. These people tried to get me in trouble on multiple occasions. And now they are definitely beyond. They have destroyed a fence. I mean, they've destroyed a fence, trespassed, crossed onto my property. And that trail that we were talking about, from the bottom of my camper up to the side of that hill, yes, goes up on my side of the property, and then zigs and zags over the steep part of the hill, all right back to the property line that flops out onto his old logging road. That even from my fence line you can see. Or what? Let me rephrase that. What used to be a fence line, you can see, well, the cutout our areas down in the trees, all the pushed over trees on the back side of the hill, the pass that he's made, zigged up the side down the hill, all the way down to where my wood's missing from. Yeah, okay, so this is what it is. I'm pressing charges for trespassing, falsely accusing me of a crime, theft, conspiracy to commit theft, incitement, enticement of an animal, and theft and resale of a $12,000 Siberian Husky that is now permanently maimed and injured, and I still don't know the full extent of the injuries. If you think that all this video documentation is ridiculous and all this eyewitness reporting is ridiculous, I agree with you 100% that I have had to go through all this and it still hasn't quit. Am I supposed to stay up all night every night playing this stupid game, trying to catch the fucking neighbors that are brave enough to literally traverse a Kubota up down the side of a mountain and clear out areas up on their property and take out the fence line and do the very same on the corner of my property as they're spying on me while I'm down at my camper, wondering why they call the cops when there's been no crime committed. I mean, they couldn't be trying to discredit me. They couldn't be trying to get me out of the way. Because I'll tell you what, they ain't growing weed on my property. They are not stealing my dogs. And they're not trespassing and tearing down and, well, destroying a fence that, well, in fact, half belongs to me. I'm going to go out, I'm going to video it in the morning. I don't know what else to say about this. I'm sick of it. I'm just absolutely so sick and fucking tired of having to repeat myself. that seems to know how to do his job. Got my, he get my dog back. He was told by the prosecutor to get my dog back. I bet that Melanie and Mike know Mr. Francois somehow. I keep pausing and sighing and thinking. I mean, you want to talk about exhausting. You want to talk about somebody trying to make you seem like you're crazy or drive you crazy. The only thing crazy about it is they got the balls to do it. And that with the evidence at hand, that you are not doing anything. I'm not a liar. I've got one hell of a case already. And who that case can be used against might want to side with me on this. I mean, the right to life, liberty, freedom, pursuit of happiness. This ain't what I thought I would be doing to make myself fucking happy. Do I look real happy? Do I look like I'm going to feel like getting up and going to work tomorrow morning? Do I look like... I don't care what you think I look like. You say you might look like you're a crackhead. And I might say you look like you're a prostitute. And you might say that you look like a pimp. And I might say you look like a needle junkie. See where we're headed here? Who gives a shit? If you falsely accuse somebody of a crime in the midst of committing a crime yourself, that is called incitement. I don't know what else you guys expect out of me, but I know what I expect out of you under the mission statement that your sheriffs have sworn an oath to the office that wrote an oath, or that wrote a mission statement to uphold the Constitution of the United States professionally and fairly to each and every individual. I'm not going to get into every damn detail every time I fucking talk about it. I'm going to hand you the pamphlet. And you're going to read it yourself. Even though it's still not my job. We'll see what happens in the morning. But I promise this. By tomorrow afternoon, there will be charges pressed. That's all, buddy.